It's Tuesday. Phil Lindeman with your Krystal 93 News at noon. The superintendent at Summit School District, Dr. Tony Bird, says he regrets calling district committee members privileged white people. Bird tells the Summit Daily he made that comment when he was frustrated and tired after a polarizing school board election. His comment was published by the Washington Times from a January meeting and shared to a local Facebook group recently. Bird worked in Washington State before coming to Summit. Should Dillon Amphitheater be open to anyone if they pay enough to be there? For years, it has been unwritten policy to decline private functions, like weddings and corporate fundraisers. The one exception has been Dillon Community Church on the occasional Sunday. But political, religious, and business groups often approach the town for events there at the Amp. Town staff want a written policy to guide them. Summit County commissioners are meeting behind closed doors right now for talks about Lake Hill housing. Lake Hill is still hung up on water and sewer from town of Frisco. The town wants infrastructure the county cannot promise. The county and Frisco can't agree on one thing: water for 15 tiny homes at Bill's Ranch. It's known as Nellie's neighborhood, and it is 1/26th the size of Lake Hill. Frisco Council is expected to sign that water agreement tonight. Summit County will soon have a contract for in-house outpatient mental health services. Officials are reviewing that contract today. 2 years ago, Commissioner Tamara Pogue accused Mind Springs Clinic of failing Summit and promised better service. Colorado will pay for a study, but not admit fault in a class action lawsuit against the state Medicaid office. This from the Colorado Sun. That study will examine mental health services for youth. The suit called existing services weak and uncoordinated and accused the state of putting teens at risk. The new co-owner of the Shoshone water plant in Glenwood Canyon is asking Summit County for cash. Colorado River District says other partners have promised nearly $3 million for preservation and protection. That is 1/10 of what it needs. Be ready for delays on westbound I-70 at Glenwood Canyon next week for rock scaling. Traffic will be down to one lane. That work starts next Monday, continues through next Friday. Local avalanche danger remains moderate today at most elevations in Summit County and the Vail area. Conditions are relatively safe below tree line. In sports, the Rockies beat the Diamondbacks last night 7-5. Today, the Rockies play the D-backs again at 6:40. The Nuggets face the Jazz at 7. The Avalanche are playing the Wild at 7:30 on ESPN. Most I-70 ski areas are still open at least one more week, but terrain is getting slim in Eagle County. Vail Mountain has closed Blue Sky Basin and 5 of the 7 back bowls, despite snowpack that's over 100%. Beaver Creek has closed Grouse Mountain. And in local sports, brought to you by Cassandra Schultz & Associates with American Family in Dillon, Summit High Girls Lacrosse is playing Roaring Fork at home today. Boys Lacrosse has Glenwood Springs on the road. Girls Soccer is playing Steamboat Springs on the road. Phil Lindeman, Krystal 93 News.